So I think we can talk a little bit about emotions when investing, because I think this is the biggest problem that most investors have. Like, as soon as money is involved, your thoughts get distorted. You don't know when to buy, when to sell, how long to hold. You're scared of losing your money. It's really crazy, especially if you're putting a lot of money into the cryptocurrency space, even though you're not supposed to, and many people still do. So this is from the Daily Grey Substack by Anthony Sassano. Pretty good, great guy. And here he writes, if you've had a long-term plan to sell, then it's probably best to stick to it and not get too greedy. Money makes greedy. I mean, it's if you've never experienced such a bull run, the double-digit profit per day, then it's very easy to be blindsided and realize, wow, this profit is fantastic, I'm going to retire soon, and so on. However, if you don't actually cash out this profit, it becomes unrealized profit. And yeah, it's also very difficult to know when the bull run is going to end. I mean, it's possible that it actually ends tomorrow, in 2 months, 5 months, a year, 2 years, who knows? It's very difficult to say. I just know that in 2017, sometime around December, we were talking like with friends, we were making these price estimations for like half a year later, and yeah, we didn't lo and behold, we didn't know that we were actually starting to enter into the biggest crypto winter that we were going to experience. So that's definitely tough when you actually make, for example, if you actually turn $10,000 into $100, $200, $300,000, and you think like, wow, this is fantastic, but then in the end you never actually take any profit, and it goes back down to 50, 40, and you don't really want to sell because before it was at 300, and now you can't sell because, yeah, your emotions actually get super distorted as soon as money is involved. And I think what is important is, as soon as you start buying an asset, think about when your actual exit is going to be. I mean, I made a few videos about how to take profit. Make sure that you check those out, because I think this is incredibly important. And the way that I'm taking profit is I'm selling like small percentages on the way up, because that's the easiest way for me to still stay in the market. But at the end of the day, I still got some profit and liquidity left. And since I'm only selling small amounts, it means I'm not like emotionally triggered should the price like skyrocket and I feel like I'm missing out. So definitely do not sell your whole stack at the same time when you think it's a top. Maybe sell 5%, 10% or something like that. Yeah, and definitely make those plans as soon as you buy, because the funny thing is, as soon as the price reaches one of your targets, your mind starts to play games with you, and you start thinking, oh yeah, but maybe I'll wait a little bit. It might go to the next all-time high. And yeah, and then before you know it already dropped 20%, and then you definitely do not want to sell because the price was higher before. It's tough. So this is also to answer the following question. I see these questions very often by especially new investors, because they're attracted by the massive price increase. So should I buy ETH as a noob? Hi, I just literally made up my mind about cryptocurrency, went from scam to telling my entire family about it and getting them involved in the market. Definitely a bad idea. Do not try and get your family involved in cryptocurrency without them actually understanding what it is and what the risks are. So should I buy ETH as a noob? What should I consider before I buy ETH today? Please help. I don't want to be financially, yeah. And I think this is an important point, because it's very difficult to give advice on when people should buy, when people should sell. And the only thing is, I think is important is understand what you're actually buying, why you're buying it. And if you understand, it also is less painful should the price drop 20%, 30% and so on. And then you can realize, all right, I'm willing to keep it for 2 years, so the short-term price volatility does not impact you. But if you just buy it for the nice numbers on your mobile phone and the numbers goes up and you're happy, when the number goes down, you're sad, then you probably shouldn't buy an asset if you really don't understand what it does. So yeah, fundamentals are super important, and especially if you understand the fundamentals of ETH, you understand why it's actually got some very good long-term possibilities to increase a lot more. So I think we talked enough about psychology and emotions. I know I've talked about this quite a bit, but I think it's incredibly important, and it's something that I can't stress enough, because I've seen with friends and people that actually do really bad trading decisions just based on their emotions, or they, for example, just go all in on one coin because they read one tweet, and then afterwards the coin goes down. I mean, I know a friend, he just went all in on XRP, and even though now the stuff with the SEC is still not willing to diversify, yeah, I guess in the end he's gonna have to pay the consequences. Maybe he's lucky, but it's still a 50-50 gamble. I think a smart investor diversifies. Yeah.